Okay, I think we're live, but I'm gonna check over here. And you may have noticed I moved things around again. So, yeah, 1 second. Let me check my feed over here because the big screen's here. Where is my channel? Alright. There's me. Mhm. Okay, awesome. Okay, let me so I can see chat better. Um, hey Smiley, how you doing? Alright, there's just so many steps. I think that's what's funny about broadcasting on YouTube. Way more steps than broadcasting as a webcam model. Yeah, like totally. It's just a lot. So let me know if you can hear me and see me. I think so. I didn't check the audio. I probably should have done that. Let me do that. See me. I think so. All right. Okay. It works over there. Okay. So awesome. Right. So I end up watching. So I follow other companies that do their own daily motivation wake up calls or broadcasts. And I watched one and it inspired me to make this video. And I have some notes, which is interesting. So, like, I don't even know. I mean, sometimes I make these videos and I don't even know if I should be talking about them because I just think everyone should know them. Like, why am I telling you these things? But when I visit the webcam community forums like StripperWeb and We Cam Girls, y'all are just complaining about stuff that should be common sense. I don't understand why. Like, I don't get it because it's not that complicated. Of you chosen this career path, your only goal is to be as successful as possible, minimum making $100 a day. And depending on your income and your budget and your finances, you can probably, make $50 a day or $25 a day. Like $25 a day is 9,125 for the year. Yeah, let me make sure because like it's in my spreadsheet, so I see it every day, but I want to make sure. Hold on. 25 times 365. Yeah, that like it's almost $10,000 for the year. Majority of things people want to aim for $10,000 a month. So you brand new being a cam model, starting out, never done anything before, making money, aim for 10,000. Like really, and then that ends up being like times 12, $760 a month. Just clicking broadcast on a computer, talking to people in your room, dressing up in lingerie and other crazy outfits, doing your hair and makeup, and being nice and pleasant to the people in your room. That's it. It's way, way easier than McDonald's or the movie theater or customer service, especially customer service. Because customer service, you like if you're inbound, you want to yell at everybody on the phone, and when you're outbound, you never want to talk to anybody on the phone. Like yeah, like I've done jobs that I was in situations of doing where I was only doing it so people thought I was successful. And there were jobs I hated, and now I'm home all the time. My only requirement is to click broadcast. Like, make sure my hair is done. Did I wash my face? Yeah, like, this is it. Walk from here to over there to the kitchen. And when food is in the fridge, it'll still be there when I go back. But yeah, so, right, the whole thing, right, how long will it take to be successful? Well, first thing is, my success does not determine your success. I've started this career 2003. Like 2003 I started, right? We're now March, no, June, May. What month are we in? May? Right, we're May 2019. I'm 35 next year. I started literally the month after I turned 18 years old. Got access to a computer, I already had a camera set up, I already had the lighting set up. All I had to do was log on every single day. And my goal even back then was $100 a day. Like, that's it. Like, all you had to do is make $100 for the day. Doesn't matter how long for the day to get you $100. Because it was full time. I lived there. All I had to do was make $100 for the day. Yesterday, Streammate, they send me a check. Every time I walk in, every time I walk into the check cashing place to cash my checks, and if it's a new person there, they're always curious where my checks are coming from. No, I do not tell them. I tell them bogus, vague answers where the checks are coming from. It's commission sales. I work from home. Um, like I've cashed this before. Like they know I've cashed it before because they've been cashing them since 2004 or three, something like. My file is huge. Every time I go in there and they load up my file, it takes a good 3 minutes to load on their computers. If I was supposed to get a copy of that thing, it'll probably cost me over $100. Because you know how banks are. Banks, if you want a printout copy of your statements for the whole year, they charge like $50 to $100 to get it. Yeah. So the successfulness of being a cam model for me, it's a lifetime. It really is. It's a lifetime. And it all starts with click broadcasts. Be on the website. Do I hit my daily target? How fast I want to get to my daily target, completely up to me. And mostly depending on how nice I talk to the customers in my room. If I want to be like miserable or bitchy or whatever to them, like it has to be in the theme of that persona or I won't make any money. Like you just have to, like, it's really not that complicated. You're paid to be nice. Like that's, yeah, like, I mean, like there's a whole thing in like the call I listened to talked about mentorship, but cam models, the mentorship that we have is limited. There's me with my video channel, there is StripperWeb, there is We Cam Girls, there's Amberly, what's her name, with the phone sex book. She has her membership thing, coaching thing. But honestly, you could really coach yourself. You really could. When it comes to being a cam model, really coach yourself. Yes, there's certain things you want to learn. Money management. Being around in the events. There's multiple events for this industry. There's Bucharest Summit over there, across halfway around the world. There's XBiz in LA coming up. There's XBiz Miami coming up in Florida, Miami. There's Camming Con. There is Quebec Expo. There's Affiliate Summit. Like if you want to be around other cam models, you can do that. But honestly, your biggest success happens when you learn business skills. And they come out from books. They come out from books. Like you can learn it from 10x rule, um, compound effect. Pretty much like the whole business self-help section of any bookstore. You can learn all you need to know about business. And then you spend all your time being on webcam, making sure the checks are coming in on a regular basis and managing your money. So if you have no management money skills whatsoever, again, get some books. Like, I'm going to start over again reading this book. And then I listened to the Dave Ramsey podcast. He got his 7 baby steps of getting out of debt, staying out of debt, and never using credit cards or loans ever again. Me, I like to leverage my credit card because the way I see it, if I want to live anywhere in the city, I'm going to need a good credit score, a good decent tax return, and money in savings. Like, that is what's good. Like, there's no way around it. You guys are doing CAM model business thing and you're worried about when you get an apartment. But if you made sure your credit score was on point, over 700. If your credit score is over 700, because the maximum could be like 900, especially with like 300 and 900 credit score. That's game one right there. Making sure your credit score is on point, you guard your credit, and you're good. Then you file your taxes. You file your taxes as self-employed. Everything you spend to be a CAM model is typically a business expense. And then save for retirement. You're all going to get old and gray. You need money for retirement. You need insurance. And if you don't have insurance, you still have to put money in savings to cover medical, dental costs. It's just what it is. Whether you're buying over-the-counter drugs or you're getting prescription drugs, you're going to need some money to pay for those things. Then, of course, there's, some girls want plastic surgery. It ain't cheap. Even if you travel to a country that is cheaper, it is still not cheap. It is still not cheap. No matter what way you try to get plastic surgery, it is never cheap. Like, it's just what it is. And then, like, just generally dealing with your personal development and your health, exercising. You can, like, between going to a gym, some online membership, working out from home, like, you can make sure your body looks healthy and fit. So when you're webcamming, you're not aching and whatever. And then, of course, part of the whole health category is of the sex toys. You do not need those things in your body the whole entire time. Unless you love a yeast infection, a UTI, vaginismus, vaginosis, and some other weird vaginal problems that happens. Because that's what happens when you leave them in your body the whole entire time you're webcamming. I don't care if the tip activated thing is making you more money. You don't need that thing inside you the whole time. Like, you just don't. Your vagina is delicate and it gets angry, like really angry if you mess it up. Like, I don't like your home. There's no way you should be putting your health at risk for tips on the internet. No idiot on the internet's worth that. Like, not like I refuse to play that game. I really do. Like, yes, I'll get the tip activated toys, but those things are not going to be in my body the whole entire time I do webcam. No. I learned it the hard way when I was 18 and got myself a UTI. It was the most painful thing in the entire world because I was doing too many shows back to back. I didn't take a break in between. I wasn't drinking a lot of water. No. No. I don't know why your girls are doing that, but like, seriously, you're just asking for medical problems. And then, of course, if you're not making your daily money on a daily basis and you have medical problems, how are you going to pay for that medical bill? Have you thought about that? How are you going to pay for the medical bill? Because you're doing all this stuff on webcam, you're screwing up your vagina, you have to go to a doctor, explain to them you're putting foreign objects in your body and keeping it on for long periods of time. You don't have to tell them you're webcamming. Like, you don't. Like, the amount of people that you walk into and tell them, like, Cliff Note version of what happened and never mention I'm a webcam model and they still understand the problem and they still fix the problem, you don't. Like, you really don't. You don't need to tell a landlord what you're doing. You don't you just at most taxes and a lawyer. That is it. And maybe your doctor. Anybody who legally is not supposed to disclose your information unless they have your permission, that's pretty much it. Lawyers, doctors, they pretty much sign an agreement when they finish that education process to not disclose personal information from their clients. This is where in my head I'm thinking, it's common sense. How you guys not understand that? You're running around putting yourself at risk more than you need to be. For what? Really? Why? Like, I, for me, I'm just over it. I really am. I really am over it. My experience, the stage of my life I am right now, of I need to make as much money as possible while the industry is still advancing and moving forward and keeping relevant. And then I need to make sure that money is put in place to make me more money in another industry that's on the internet that is booming and thriving, doing the exact same thing. There's adapting and changing innovations. Webcamming right now is still doing that. But we have no idea how long that's going to last. So while you're sitting and waiting to think about being a cam model, you're missing out on an opportunity to make any amount of money. I'm not there's no point in saying figures, actual numbers, because most people are not even making $1. You guys are too busy thinking about being a cam model. You guys start, work for 4 days, and then freak out that you didn't make any money. The first month that you're signed up, ready to go to be a cam model, you should be online as much as humanly possible. You know your schedule. You know what school you're doing, kids you have, doctor's appointments, relationships you're in. Set the work schedule as a priority. If it's not a priority, it'll never get done. You'll never see your paychecks, and you'll be whining and complaining that you're broke. And the thing is, doesn't even matter if you're part-time or full-time. If you're going to be part-time and you never work, you're not part-time, you're nothing. Really. I work 2 days. What does that do for you? Really, 2 days doesn't mean anything. Even 1 day a week in webcamming doesn't mean anything. Unless you know when you go on webcam that 1 day a week, if you don't make any money that day of the week, you're fine with it. But if you're going into this wanting this to be a regular paycheck on a consistent basis, you got to do more than 1 day a week. There's very few that can log on 1 day a week and always make money. But they have a longer stretch of building up their regulars, their exposure, to be able to make that money 1 day a week. What else do I got on here? Obsession, right? Steps into success, mentorship, consistency, hobby, right? Hobby, job, or business. Huge difference. Jobs and businesses, you graduate in the level of being obsessed with this. It's just what it is. If you haven't reached the level where you're obsessed about being online every chance you get, where you need to make sure those checks are coming in on a regular basis, and you have a financial plan for that money that's coming in on a regular basis, you're good. Because you develop the confidence, the self-esteem, the self-worth, self-belief that this is legit, and you're going to do anything possible to make sure this is happening, and you protect it. You protect it legally, you protect it financially, you protect it mentally. And you keep doing it until Like, yeah, it's a very fun business industry and all those things. But I can tell you this, if you make stupid mistakes and you worry about people that do not matter, you'll be really upset when you're older that you didn't take this opportunity to do it seriously. I'm talking to people that actually want to do it. The people who are thinking about doing it, I'm not talking to you. I'm not. Because the thinking means nothing. You can think about anything, means nothing. Like, really. Like, I got the paycheck yesterday. Yeah. Like, the paycheck came in yesterday for $28.31. But you're thinking about it. I now have $25 in my wallet right now. But you're still thinking about it. So go on, keep thinking about it. I'm not. I'm not thinking about it. I literally try to figure out. I finish off this video. I go out, I shower, I get dressed, I find a piece of laundry to wear, I change up my lighting, and then I log on and make my money. Because this paycheck ends Saturday night, 8 p.m. my time. It's midnight on the website. And as long as this check is over $20, they will mail it to me next Thursday. And the following week, it's in my mailbox. But you are thinking about it. Right. I'm literally obsessed with, okay, June is coming up. We got 200 and some odd days left of the year. I need to make $100 a day every day I work. Even if I take one day off, for like a day off, one day off, that's 6 days a week. That's $600 a week I have to make. Right. So, 600 a week, $200 left of the year, like 6 months, give or take, 4 weeks out of the year. You see how obsessed I am about this? Like, I'm not thinking, like, no, I literally calculate down to the penny of how much money I have to make out of this so that I can see the numbers come in so that every bill is paid on time. My credit score is going up. I can do whatever the hell I want. There's get my hair done, get my nails done, do driving school, like travel out and do skydiving because I'm literally making sure that, hey, I gotta make this much money by this day. I gotta do this by this time. I sleep at 1 a.m. I get up at 8 o'clock in the morning. Now I'm getting up at 7:30 in the morning because clearly the obsession brain is kicking in. When I was younger webcamming, I would wake up at 6 in the morning and I'd gone to bed at 3. And I still met, my body woke up at 6. So I got up, I got online. Like there was no, I took a break. I played my day off is me getting my hair done, getting my nails done, or cashing checks, coming home, playing Sims for like 4 hours or more for the whole day. Because checks are coming in. Savings is building. There was reserves. There was an emergency fund. I can take a few days off when those things are in place. I don't have to worry about did I make rent because I have money in savings to pay rent. Like you make the money, you tell the money what to do so you can go back and make more money. I like, why is it so difficult for you people? Like, why? Like, really, why? Think about webcamming all you want. Great, I'm going to be top model. That's my goal. $700 to $1,000 a week puts me in position to be top model back on the websites I work. That's it. Like, that's it. And the thing is, being top model actually has nothing to do with the people listed on the website in the category of top model. Top model means that you are making the money that you want to make and you have the money to look at in your bank account. If the money's there in your bank account and it comes in every week, wouldn't that make you a top model? Because you know what to do at your job to make sure that you are making the money to do what you need to do? Like, it has nothing to do with how you deal with tipping shows or private chat or guys popping in and out of your room. Those are irrelevant. Did you make money that week? Did you hit your daily target that week? Like, I logged on for free because, like, I made 40 cents. Actually, no, I made $1.24. Somebody bought my video recording on that website. I made $1.24 2 days ago. I did not log on. I didn't, but I made $1.24. That means when I log on every single day, people will be buying those video recordings because they want to see me, and I would log on and see that I made $5. You know how good that would be if you logged on and you've already made $5? That means your $100 a day goal is only $95. I'm not talking about Twitter. I'm not talking about Instagram. I'm not talking about setting a website. It's just you have the website already set up and they have the features already there for you. All you got to do is broadcast and encourage people to spend more money on the different features on the website. Whether it's tip you offline, buy your shows offline, tip you in the room when you're there, some websites that you have a wish list, as long as those things are already there and you show up regularly at your regular scheduled time and stick to it, it just continuously happens. Like, if you're reading the book, I probably have to read this book again too, The Science of Getting Rich. Read that book. Read that book. Bob Proctor talks about that book. He reads that book every single day. Science of Getting Rich and Think and Grow Rich. That man reads that book every single day. The laws in that book, they call them laws because there's certain laws around money, like universal laws that are cosmic laws that happen when you do things in a certain way. The things I talk about when it comes to being a cam model and being successful are things you do in a certain way that always make you money. It has nothing to do about your appearance or the website you're working or learning marketing or obsessing about Twitter and Instagram. Those things, like, they come and go. Like, really, they really do. They come and go. You need to focus on the webcam site that you want to work. Are they open? Are they still there? Because some websites do disappear. But the website you want to work is open right now, and you're thinking about webcam, you're never going to make $1 or a penny. You're not going to make anything. But if you do things in a certain way, show up online, be nice, have good lighting, be nice to the people in your room, you will make money. This is why when I walk into the check cashing place with a check for $30 or a check for $25, I don't care. They may fuss about the dollar amount, but the fact is, I am standing right there in front of this person to cash this check. I did everything that I need to do to make sure that check is in my hand, to be there to cash the damn check. Are you doing that? Are you just only walking to your mailbox to get checks that you cash? Are you just only seeing your bank account get a wire transfer come in of the money that you made? Are you logging into your Paxum account to see that money been sent into your account? Because that's all it means. That's all it, like, really, that's it. Like, money is the focus. This is how I focus on it. And these are the things that if you do things in a certain way, you will have money in your hand. Successful. Top model. Consistently doing it. That's it. Like, plus you have to remember, these websites also have thousands of cam models on the website. Majority of them are not on the message boards. They don't have a YouTube channel. They're not on social media. They're making ridiculous amounts of money. So the small percentage who's in the message boards, who's in Twitter, on YouTube, talking about being a cam model, there's still another percentage of people who only webcam, log on, either go to their studio, webcam, go home. You will never hear from them. It's like this weird 80-20 rule that happens. You just don't hear from them. But they're there making the money. They're there. And they don't even go to events. Like, events for this industry is optional. Yes, you can learn a lot about it, but at the end of the day, it's still about, did you make money today? Did you log on today? Did you click broadcast? Because you can actually spend the whole entire career and never be seen by anybody. Have your checks come in, you cash your checks, you go to the bank, you do whatever, you do your errands, live your life. Like, you don't have to do every little thing that you see out there, because what you see out there is just busy work. Has nothing to do with the actual job description of being a cam model, of click broadcast, be nice to the people in your room, get them to spend money, have the website send you a check. It's like 4 things, maybe 3. Log on, be nice, get your check. Yeah, 3. Awesome. Yeah, it's 3. Like, I could do this pep talk, I really could, but I'm exhausted. And here's the thing, I like seeing my checks in the mailbox every week, where I only leave the house once a week to cash checks. It's ridiculously awesome. It's the same thing. I just said that. And the thing is, click content is a whole different job description. Clip content is a separate job description. It's busy work. Making clips, editing your videos, uploading on the websites. Are you doing that every day? Because people do that full time. People make a lot of money doing that full time separately from being a cam model. Being a cam model is a whole separate job description. If you want to make clips, same thing. Make a clip every day, upload it every day, get your checks. Because the websites for clip content, they are already out there. They're already there, ready for you to upload your video, edit your video, wait for a check. Webcamming, different job, different thing, different checks. Webcam, checks. That's one check. And if you work multiple websites, that's multiple checks. Clip websites, that's one check. Multiple clip websites, multiple checks. Affiliate marketing, multiple affiliate programs, multiple checks. Get one check. Some of you guys can't even get one check on a regular basis. When you can get one check on a regular, consistent, clockwork basis, then add in all the other stuff. You will burn out and be miserable if you're trying to do all of them all at once. It's as clear as that. It is clear as that. Like, it really, really is. Because the shiny object syndrome means you do nothing at all and you're not making checks. Because, great, there's clips, there's this, there's that. Yeah, I know, there is. I worked one website every day for 3 years before I added the other websites. Like, yeah. And now, with the way the industry is going, you want to work one website for 6 months to a year before you add on new websites, especially if you're completely brand new and you have no idea what you're doing. You have no idea what you're doing. You see people doing something and you think you're going to run off and go do everything. You're doing nothing. Pick one thing, get those checks on a regular basis, then add in one more thing. So either you're brand new, try to do all of these stuff, have no idea what you're doing, spread yourself too thin, claim you're all stressed out, and then you fall apart posting on message boards complaining you're not making money. Work one website for 6 months. 6 months, 40 hours a week, then talk about adding other stuff. Most of you guys don't even do that. You just don't. 6 months to 1 year. Stick to it. Then come ask me questions about adding other stuff. Because here's the thing about adding other stuff also costs money. Especially like your webcamming, you need money to start webcamming. You need your computer, your internet, your webcam, and then hair, nails, makeup, and then lingerie. Clip website stuff, you're going to need a camera, lighting, same lingerie, hair, nails, and stuff. If you don't have the money to get those things started, like $1,000, it's going to be difficult. Unless you magically already have the equipment ready to go and all you have to worry about your hair, nails, and lingerie. When I started, all I had to worry about was hair, nails, and lingerie. Because I walked into a situation that already had the camera, internet, and computer ready to go. All I had to do was just be there. But now, people are coming from different backgrounds, starting different ways. You need to make sure that you have money ready to go. Unless you magically have somebody who's going to give you the money to get started. Or give you all the things you need to get started. If you have all the things to get started, great. And no, cell phone broadcasting sucks. It does. It sucks. It sucks. The foundations of this is very old school. Internet, computer, camera. A bunch of lights that look good. My building came in and changed out my lights. My lights are brighter. A whole lot brighter in my room. They're all LED lights, whatever they are. Unknowingly now, when I need to replace these light bulbs, ideally I want to get LED light bulbs. They're like $10 a light bulb. I mean, yes, they're bright and whatever, and they last longer, my energy bill is lower, but it's $10 a light bulb. So my equipment budget that I had set up, I had to increase it by like $100 just for light bulbs, just in case one of them go out. And then my hair. Still gotta worry about my hair, because I gotta buy now pre-stretched hair. And the shop I was going to buy the hair, I was getting it. They might have the pre-stretched hair, but not in this color. So now I gotta travel a little bit more to go find hair, and that works with the hair that works with me making money online. Totally sucks, because the salon is really upset with prepping the hair before I get my hair done. And because the service I'm getting fits in my budget, I'm really happy to pay. Like, if they only need pre-stretch hair, okay, great. I'll go do the extra little spending to get the pre-stretch hair so that when I'm in the salon, I can still pay what I'm paying to get my hair done. Because the other salon that wants to braid up my hair wants to charge like $150. Like, yeah, and my budget right now is not for that. That is also why the important things of having a budget. You're going to make this money. You're going to be spending this money on all these things. You need to know exactly what you're spending and where and for how much. Where when you log on, your daily target covers those things. This is why $100 a day is my minimum target. Yes, I can live on 50 a day. Yes, I can live on 25 a day. But 100 a day and $300 a day, I am well off. Thanks, Smiley. I have no idea how many people are watching. I didn't even look. Let me go check real quick. Because I've been, yeah. Okay, 7. Awesome. Right. Okay, great. 7. Yeah. How long have I been on now? 40 minutes? Okay. We're almost done. But did you hear the part where I talked about thinking about webcam and doing webcam are two completely different things? Because I really hope you're not in the box of thinking about webcam. Yeah. You may like if you're coming on right now and you've never seen my face before, you want to watch some of my videos on my channel, you want to hear more of this stuff I talk about, you want to subscribe to my channel. And right, if you click a bell notification thing, it tells you when I upload a video. I tend to just go live whenever I feel like it. I'm working on a schedule of uploading videos. Once I can remember where I put my little digital camera, my Canon. I don't know where the Canon camera is right now. But since I invested in a video editing software, I really would like to use that software a little bit more to upload more videos on this channel. Because, no, that's not it. That's the charger. What did I do with the camera? I'll find it. Don't worry. I'll find it. It's not. I'll find it. It's probably in a drawer somewhere. Like, yeah. Yeah, they're like. So, Yvette, is the website you want to work already? Did you already fill out the paperwork? Did you already send your ID? Did you already pick a name? All that stuff. Because if they're already ready to go, like if they emailed you your account's ready, all that, they review your photo ID thing when you hold up a photo ID beside your face and all that. That's it. You need to do that part. If you like that's the thing. You're the thinking stage. Thinking gets you nowhere. Like you think, then you fill out the paperwork, you go broadcast live. Clip website, same thing. You set up the Clip website, you upload your videos, and then you repeat that. Like nothing happens if they do not have your ID on file. Okay, with you thinking about it, what is it that's stopping you from doing this? Because maybe I can break that thing out of your head like right away. Because like, what are you thinking about? What is there to think about? 3 weeks ago, I did my first check with StreamMate. Awesome. Did StreamMate post in the back office for you that they mailed out your check? Because once you see that, especially StreamMate, because StreamMate does it every Thursday. If you made money last week, the Thursday, midnight, they say, I sent out the check. So, there's going to be days you're not going to make money. There's going to be days you make a penny. There's going to be days you make $5. There's going to be days you make $28. There's going to be days you make $300. If you never do the job, you make zero. Like, you can definitely make zero by doing nothing. So with StreamMate, you log in. It's a payment history thing drop down. You'll see it. Or there's, like you log in, it says like earnings for the week and the amount. You click on that and then you just go through the history. Like I can't share my screen and show you that because When I log in my StreamMate account, it's a picture of me and my boobs, and it's not YouTube friendly. So yeah, but that's where it is. Like, you log on StreamMate, right away when you log on StreamMate, it tells you how much you made for the week. You click on that, it goes into the payment history, and you do it. Okay, so then with not being paid yet, it depends. So if you StreamMate's check is minimum $20. If your payment method is set for check, the minimum is usually $20. If you choose wire transfer, it's a different minimum amount. And if you choose Paxum, it's like $100. Yeah. And they're Sunday to Saturday. And they're Greenwich Mean Time, so you have to check your time zone to figure out when midnight is for you. For me, it's 8 p.m. Eastern for StreamMate. Thing about choosing websites, choose a website. Choose a website. There's so many of them. Choose as many websites as you can and figure out which ones you like. I figured out my top 4. Okay, good. So if it's set for check, go on and make $20. I'm serious. Go on and make $20 minimum. Like, log on StreamMate, stay on there until you make $20. As fast as humanly possible, log on until you make $20. Because you're probably, if you made it 3 weeks ago, you're on a 3-week delay, which means you'll get your check in 3 weeks. So you want to email StreamMate support so they can release the checks for you every week. Because they now have a weekly system. So email them to find out why you're on a 3-week delay. Because StreamMate now has a weekly system. And because that's the website I personally work, and I know I get my checks every single week. And I also remember when I started in 2003, it was a 3-week delay, but now my checks come every week. So email them to find out why you're in that situation. And Yvette, choose a website. Choose a website. Like, just pick a website. Pick, like, especially if you're visiting websites that already have darker skinned females on the website, choose a website. Like, if you already go to a website and you already see they have darker skinned females on the website, and you're a darker skinned female, you can make money. Like, that's it. That's the indicator I know that I can work a website. At least try to work a website. And then I stay on the website until I make my first paycheck. I find out what the minimum amount is to get a check, and I stay on until I make that amount. I did it with Webcam Club, I did it with StreamMate, I did it with Flirt for Free, I did it with Cams.com. I signed up on those websites and I stayed on until I made that money. And because I was able to make that minimum amount faster, either in hours or minutes, this is why I'm working with these websites after how many years now. Like, the last time I signed up on a website that I wanted to work was 2008. My first website I signed on was 2003. Luckily, right now, these websites are still in business. And I'm kicking myself that I signed up on iFriends and I didn't log on that website every single day from 2004 until they went out of business last year, or 2017. Yeah, something like that. So my total earnings from iFriends, it's like $190, and it should have been a whole lot more because I was signing up on too many websites. I lost track. Now I work 4, They all mail me a check in the mail. They come in and I'm good. I'm Live. I like them. I still really do like them. But their payment method is Paxum. I'm not really happy about Paxum. But for me to get paid from Paxum, I have to make more money to handle the wire transfer fee so I can keep getting paid from I'm Live because I really like that website, I'm Live. This is how you determine where you work. It's choosing your workplace, but you actually have to be there until you get a first paycheck to see if you like it. Like when you get paid in a regular job situation, I've done this. I've got hired for a job, showed up the first day of the job, and quit the first day, I still got paid because I didn't like the job. Webcamming, it's a longer time frame of seeing if you like the job. You have to send in your paperwork. They email you back that the site's ready for you to work on it. Then you work on it till you get your paycheck. And then you see how fast you get your paychecks. It's like a 30 to 90 day window of seeing if you like a website or not. There's lots of websites. You can pick all of them. But you only really work like 4 or 3 of them. Like you don't work a lot of websites. Like really? Like 2, 4 websites max. Just the way this business works. And different personalities work better on different websites. Like it's just what it is. There's certain personalities that just do really well on certain websites, and there's other personalities that just are in the middle, and there's other personalities that just suck all over. No matter what they do, they don't make any money. You got to go through that process. I'm somewhere between I do really, really well, or I'm in the middle. Like that's just where it now filtered out where there's 6 official websites that I work. All right, an hour? Really? What did I talk about for the whole hour? What did I talk about? I came in with notes. I didn't use the notes I had planned or what I was going to talk about. And somehow I talked for a whole hour. Yeah, all right. I mean, for what I can tell from some of the comments I'm getting on my videos, you guys really like the content I'm making, which is great. Then there was a collection of you that like to write a hateful, distasteful, disrespectful novel of comments on my channel of how much you hate what I'm telling you. What for? What for? If you do not like me, do not watch me. I'm not for you. Go find somebody else who talks about being a cam model. They're mostly white. Go find them. Go find the Becky them talking about webcamming. Which is awesome. Like you're learning from me and you're actually doing what you're learning, you'll make money. But if you're going to watch my video and try to be like, well, you know, I'm not making any money. You're not making any money because you don't want to make any money. And then you're not making any money because you don't like the job. That's like for webcamming, this industry and doing it more than a month, you have to like the job. You sitting around worried about I may not make any money, it's not going to solve anything. Because you can log on, fill out all the paperwork, and hate it. So while you waste all your time thinking about it, oh my God, oh my, find out if you like it. Awesome. I may do that again. Boyfriend's doing it today. He posted a bunch of pictures on his Facebook. The thing about doing it again, I'm more scared. For two reasons is that free fall, you cannot take it back. When you jump out of a plane and you lean over the edge and you're in the air, like as soon as your ass is not on like the edge of the plane, you cannot take it back. You can only fly to the ground. Hey Sadie, how you doing? I have not messaged you on Facebook. I am sorry. Like really? Okay, my phone. If I say, "Are you serious?" Siri would just come on and talk. Yeah, I like $100 a day, sitting at home. Like the shower is right there, my kitchen's over there. Where, like, yeah, and a check will come if I make the minimum. That's the minimum daily target. $20 a day, 25 a day, 50 a day, 100 a day. These are the minimum amounts. Most websites will send you a check. Then there's NiteFlirt that'll send you a check if you make $10. If you make $10 on NiteFlirt, they send you that check in the mail. Exactly. It's a job. The checks are real. They come to Canada. The checks arrive in Canada. You know how much explaining I have to do when these checks arrive? So the bank will cash them or the check cashing place will cash them? Like, what more proof do you want this thing is real? Because typically these companies are in America. They got people all over the world working on these websites. Then they have to decide which of these models on their websites they're going to mail them a check. Typically it's US and Canada, they can mail them a check. Sometimes I think they can mail them a check if you're like far away, like not in North America, but typically they wire you the money. So for this business to figure out how to pay you if you make the sales working in your location and there's no experience required, no education required, what are you worried about? Yeah, as soon as I figure out when I'm going to finish talking. Because I'm trying to figure out this whole, I'm thinking about webcam. I never thought about webcam. I turned 18. I was very promiscuous. I said I was going to do porn. That's it. That's all the thinking I did. My whole thinking about doing this business took a whole of 10 seconds. Maybe a minute and a half because I had people that didn't want me to do it, and we had this really loud discussion about it on the bus. People that used to bully me in high school were trying to tell me not to do this business. Not one of them were my friends. I just knew I was having a lot of sex. I got bored of the people I was having sex with. I said, I'm going to do porn. Here I am. That's it. That's all the thinking I did. Like, that's my thinking process. This is what I don't understand. Your thinking process, and it takes you years to think about it. What are you thinking about? The situation I was in to start webcamming, man had an ad in the paper. I went to his house. He had a bunch of computers in the living room. I thought, okay, I can do that. Like, He just showed me a website. I logged on. There was no thinking involved. It could have been a whole lot worse. A whole lot worse. Like, seriously worse. Like, TV movie worse. Luckily, he dropped dead. I'm still making money. These websites are still around. What are you thinking about? Awesome. Awesome. Because my thinking process, like I don't even know what to tell you. Like from start to finish, my thinking process. I could have been killed in my thinking process because the person I was with was a horrible person. And then as soon as I left that person, and then he dropped dead, I worked webcam every second I could. This industry literally saved my life financially, and y'all are thinking about this. I trusted webcam more than anything in the entire world. And y'all are thinking about it. Like, I really don't know. I can't. I can't. Like, family hated me. My sister's still not talking to me. Boyfriends hated me. I was making more money than them. Jobs fired me because they found me on the internet. This saved my life. Every financial situation I've ever been in, this saved my life. When the job fired me, I came home, got to work. People were talking about me in the lunchroom because they had to buy my lunch every single day. I came home, I went to work. I quit. And the thing is, some jobs I didn't even went in to talk to the boss that I quit. I just stopped showing up. And then 2008, when that job fired me because some coworker went to my website and they're trying to look at me like I'm a horrible person, I just stopped going. Screw this. Like, why am I here for $15 an hour when I can make $15 an hour at home? Like, cost of minimum wage where you live. You make that money at home. You save more money. You save more money on not commuting. You save more money on not paying your jobs. Like, what are you thinking about? But this is the sum of all the 16 years of me doing this business, and webcamming is always first and always there for me. Like, for me, if webcamming stopped right now, my life is over financially. I got nothing else. I mean, yeah, I could probably go work at McDonald's. Not that I want to, since they raised minimum wage now to $14 an hour. Don't really want to. I really don't. Like, my fear is if webcamming stopped right now and I had to go out there and go get a job in call center, retail, restaurants. Yeah. Like, that is my biggest fear. That I have to pack up all of this and go outside and go get a job. So me staying home making $100 a day, American, and the exchange rate is how much now? Canadian to US dollar exchange rate? Let's go find that. It's like $130. Staying at home. Staying at home. As long as I make minimum wage at home and the webcam business is still running, I'm fine. Like, the thinking about webcam, I think it's the most stupidest thing in the entire world, because if webcamming stops right now, I'm screwed financially. But you spent 3, 6 months, 3 years, whatever, thinking about an industry. When I'm thinking, if this thing goes away right now, I'm screwed. What am I going to do? If I can't webcam, what the hell am I going to do? Because there's nothing in this world that pays like webcam does. You can't find it. Like, you really can't. Where all you have to do is sign up on a website, click broadcast, have the traffic already in your room, spend money on you. Affiliate marketing doesn't work like that. Affiliate marketing is completely different. Affiliate marketing, I need capital of $10,000 to $20,000 to get that business running so that it will replace my income the way that webcam replaces my income. But webcamming, I can click right now, make money, because the websites are ready. I'm already on the website. That's it. So I can't understand why you're thinking about it when there's nothing in this world that has the opportunity that webcam does. Like, nothing. And like, for the people that want to do this, like, who cares if you don't want to do it? Who cares if you don't like it? Go find what you like to do. But for webcamming and like webcamming and want to do webcamming and see the opportunity in webcamming and understand the financial benefits of webcamming, there's nothing in this world like it. This is why you have that Netflix movie, whatever, on there. Because there's nothing in the world like it. This is why every 5 minutes some news article is trying to write an article on webcam. Yeah, like, there's nothing like it. Every time I get a check in the mail, I cry for like half a second. Like, every time I have to bend down to open my mailbox. That little tiny little square thingy. Every time I see a check in there and I hold it, I cry. I literally leave here, go downstairs, squeeze my hand in this tiny little box for a check. I cry. Like, and then go out and try to cash this check. And then have people look at me like, oh, what did you do for this? And I'm like, I stayed at home selling stuff online. That's what I tell them. I'm home and I sell stuff online. What stuff? They don't need to know. If they really, really want to, they can go Google the website and information on the check. But they're not, because they think their job at the check cashing place is legit and will secure them for the rest of their life. Me, if webcamming vanishes, I am screwed. Like, if every website out there is gone, I'm screwed. Same with a lot of other people. Like, this is why I'm like, pick a website. You've already seen the website. You already seen girls doing the webcam thing. Pick a website. You don't like that website, go pick another website. Like, why do you think? What are you thinking about? Oh, my family's gonna hate me. So what? You're an adult. Unless your family is going to take care of you financially until you die, where they have enough money to take care of every desire, wish, need, and want that you ever have, what they say does not matter. Like, mommy and daddy don't like me doing webcam. So, Is mommy and daddy giving you $10,000 a day? Because that's the only way or how we stop webcamming if my family really didn't want me to do it. They all got to sum it up to give me $10,000 a day per family member that does not like what I'm doing. There is literally a price tag on this thing if they want me to stop. It's $10,000 a day. They cannot be late on these payments. I have a life to live. Because preachers probably don't make a lot of money. So if she can't give you $10,000 a day being a preacher, you're going to webcam. You can also tithe to Life Church Online. If you want to make sure your Christian spiritual tithe is going to the right places, there's Church Online, Life Church Online. Go tithe to them. I do. And Saddleback Church. You know why? They're not going to judge me for anything because they don't know who I am. They're on the internet. There is church on the internet. Send your 10% tithe to church on the internet. Lifechurch.com and then Saddleback Church. There's your 10%. There's your universal give back to the world of giving back your spiritual karma is in check. Same thing I tell my family. They want me to go to their stupid building church. I said, screw that. I got church online. I do my church online on Sundays. I listen to the service. I go back to work. That's it. I take my day of rest anytime I want to in the week. Church online is available all the time. They're on Twitch. They're on YouTube. They're on Facebook. They're on their own website streaming their church service every week, and they're a full-fledged church with volunteers and missions all around the world, and you can tithe to their website online, and they act like their collection offering, asking for collection on church online is exactly as if you were in church. All of a sudden you're watching the service and a banner will pop up and you click on it to tithe your 10%. And they give you a challenge to do it for 90 days. So if you're worried about your spiritual karma and Christian whatever, find a church on the internet. Find a full-fledged church on the internet and you're good to go. There's a Bible app. Guess who made the Bible app? Life Church. Like, this is what I do when I go visit family and they're talking about religion and they want me to go to church. I literally pull up the Bible app on their phone and be like, that's my church right there. They all have the app on their phone. Not one of them know that's a full-fledged, fully functional church on the internet. I found them in 2017. Like, for that part of my life, the religion part of my life, it is covered. I don't have to worry about any of it. Especially like the way they set up Life Church. If you need prayer right now from that church, you log on their church online chat room, ask for prayer. They have a volunteer to come right at you in the chat box, ready to go to pray for you, whatever you need. They've helped me many of times. So this is where like the whole, oh, my family's gonna judge me, or my friends are gonna judge me. Here's the thing about friends and family. You choose if you want them in your life. They hold nothing against you at all. If they're gonna judge the way you make an income and they're not providing you $10,000 a day, bye. I got work to do. I have bills to pay. I have collection people calling me. Like, whatever the issue is that you need money to take care of, they can't provide it. Even if they try, the thing is, the funny thing about family giving you money to stop you from doing this line of work, they eventually get burnt out of giving you money to stop you from doing this work. My mom used to do that. My mom used to give me $1,000 a month. She eventually got burnt out of sending me $1,000 a month. She stopped. She stopped. So when she stopped giving me the money because she's saying she doesn't like me doing this work, what am I supposed to do? You don't want me doing this work. You say you'll pay me money to stop doing this work, and you stop giving me the money. What am I supposed to do? Because that is what these people who want to save you from this work want end up doing. They'll offer you a dollar amount. They commit to it, and it just slowly just stops happening. But they don't want you doing this work. But they can't make that commitment of giving you the money to stop you from doing the work. Yeah, 16 years of my life, I pretty much been through all of it. Webcamming, nothing like it in the entire world. Every week those checks show up in my mailbox, I cry. I literally like I can't even stop it. I open the mailbox, the check is there. I literally have to hold my breath to stop myself from crying. Because that's where we're at right now. Like that is where we're at right now. Like relationships, if they don't want me doing the work, bye. I could find another cock. Like really. Like when you like I'm not having children. I may or may not get married. So the man in my life has to support my job. There's no way in hell I'm gonna let any man control my finances. Screw that. We're in 2019. I can make my own money, invest my own money, donate my money to charity, spend it wherever I want, however I want, whoever I want. No, there's no man gonna walk in my life gonna try to tell me you can't do this job and I'll take care of you financially. Good luck with that. That price tag is way higher than my family giving me $10,000 a month. Here's the thing. I'm in the same process of therapy and cutting off my family. Cut them off. Like really, just cut, because like I said, they are not capable of giving you emotional support or financial support for the whole of your life. They're older than you. They're eventually going to die. Then there's about 30 or 40 years you're left behind because they've died. You have to make money. Them nitpicking at every little thing that you're doing stops you from being a fully functional adult. So you have to treat them like an acquaintance and cut them off. Like really, like maybe you send them cards for Mother's Day instead of seeing them at Mother's Day. Maybe you just send them a gift in the mail. Maybe you send them a video message. At this point in time, like my mom was set on my phone as do not answer. It would say mom, her picture with me and whatever would show up on my phone. It said do not answer. Now I'm thinking text her later. Like really, you have things to do. Like between groceries, laundry, getting your hair done, going to doctor's appointments, paying your bills on time, making sure your credit score is good, no credit card fraud, no identity theft, making sure you don't end up in jail. It's a full-time job. It's like a full-time job to keep you healthy and not in jail and having everything taken care of for you for today and the future. It's a full-time job. Free, especially like if you have to save money for your retirement. So if you have to save 15% of your income in a retirement savings investment account consistently for minimum 10 years or more, you got to work. Because what happens is when you're after 70, Your energy, mobility, your joints, all of that just slows down. It just slows down. Even if you could work after the age of 65, your body just slows right down. I see it with my granddad. I see it with my other granddaddy's dead. So yeah, I see it with like all my older family members that are over 60. All of them are just slower. You can only do like, but you need money at that time to take care of you. And then you need money for a nursing care attendant or a facility to pay. Like you're going to need like, so mom, dad, clingy, whatever. Here's the thing. Now my family, if I see them or contact them, it's always me asking them for money. If mom and dad want to call me, I always ask them for money. They can bitch and complain about me asking them for money, but we have nothing to talk about. What are we going to talk about? Because now we're at the same playing field. I'm 34. I have no money in retirement savings. I have a very small window where I have the energy to work, to take care of my groceries, my laundry, my hair, and all those things. And you want to chat at me like I'm 5? For what? We have nothing to talk about. I have things to do. So if they're not sending you money, there's no reason to talk to your family members unless you magically really love spending time with your family. I'm not that person. I'm not the person that's all excited about seeing my family because there's nothing there's nothing there. There's nothing there. They spend the whole time either drinking, smoking, talking about religion, or talking about politics. I have no interest in any of those conversations. Like really. And my grandmother is the only person in my corner. I can see her whenever. And now if I tell her, Grandma, I'm not going to see you because of this, she gets it. But if I tell my mother I'm not going to see you because of this, she goes into this whole guilt trip manipulation nonsense I have no time for. So now if she actually takes the time to call and dial my number and I pick up, did you send me money? Oh, really? Oh, okay, I gotta go. That's it. Like I'm dead serious. And I feel no shame about it because they're my parents and they still think of me as their child even though I'm an adult. Well, we're both adults now. We have stuff to do. They want to go on that they're working every chance they get because they're worried about retirement. Great. You're worried about retirement. I'm worried about retirement. Why are we in the same room if we're both worried about retirement? Like, you're just going to have to cut the cord, do what you need to do, set yourself up financially, see them, maybe video chat. Now, the best thing about video chat, you can act like the video chat's not working and end the call and just walk away. I remember doing that. I used to take the battery out of the cordless phone and act like the phone died. Video chat's the same thing. Act like you're having technical problems and just end the call. If they text message you, have an assigned text message ringtone for your family and get it when you're ready. My mom's on mute on WhatsApp. I get her messages, but I don't hear that ding at all. I don't. And every message now I send her is, did you send me money? That's it. Like really. Like once a month. You sent me money? Okay, great. Because I have things to do. You guys seen my videos where I talk about my debt payoff? It's $7,500 I gotta pay off. I have zero money in retirement. I'm following the Dave Ramsey baby steps right now to pay off my debt, which means I paused saving for an emergency fund and I paused putting money in retirement. If I want to finish baby step 2 as fast as humanly possible, I have to work like gazelle intense work. Like anytime I spend money on public transportation, it's $3.10. Coming back is another $3.10. So that means I spend $6.20 riding public transit. I better make sure where I'm going is grocery shopping, doctor's appointments, cashing checks. Like, yeah. And if my family can't understand and respect that, I don't need them in my life right now. Yeah, if it's the first time you've seen my face, you're gonna want to watch other videos on my channel. I'm trying to wrap up here. I'm clearly talking for 90 minutes. I don't know how, but it did. But I pretty much summed up my whole 16 years of being a cam model, being successful, what it means to be successful, broke down the whole thinking about it, because thinking about it doesn't make you money. And like, if toxic people you got in your life, you're an adult. You can cut them off. It is fine. You have things to do. If these toxic people in your life is not giving you money, you have really no reason to talk to them. Like really, like toxic person wants to contact you, you better just charge them a fee. Like, yeah, charge them a fee. Why am I seeing you? Like, yeah, it comes down to if toxic people in my life want to see me, they better be buying me dinner or I'm getting money. Because I need to eat every day and I got bills to pay. Pretty much. This is how it comes down to. And no, I don't want them buying me groceries because there's things I want to eat for myself. So they need to send me money so I can go buy groceries. And if they're taking me out to dinner, fine. Because at least in the restaurant, you can choose what you're going to eat. Because the thing about toxic people, they like to control certain things. No, I have things too. I have a list right here. You don't need them. You really don't. There's just too many things right now that, hey, you know what? I have this. I need this. If you're not giving me this, bye. They will. But there is a way of controlling the situation if they send you money. If they willingly walk into a bank and deposit money in your bank account, you can literally not talk to them until you're ready. My mom did that. She did it this month. She put money in my account. She thought I was going to go to my family funeral for my grandfather or the wedding for my stepsister. I went to none of them. My family total gave me $500. They all thought I was going to buy a dress for the reception or whatever. No, I paid bills. Like, I paid bills. Like, thank you, Grandma. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Mom. I'm not going. You willingly put the money in my account. And what are you going to tell the bank? You walked in to put money in your daughter's account. You want it back? I like to see them try that. I really do. Because that's what they did. They walked into the bank, told them my account number, put money in it. I saw it. I spent it. Ask the bank to give you back the money that you walked into a teller, gave them money to put in my account. Because this is the level we're at right now with my family. No, they don't. My boyfriend doesn't. I thought he would. The situation I'm living in right now, you would think he would make commentary stuff, but he doesn't. It's awesome. This is why he's been around for 3 years. And why the ex-boyfriend stopped talking. Like, I have no living room furniture over there because I'm paying off debt right now. We're good. He knows I'm broke. He's not trying to act like, oh, I should do this or why aren't you doing this? Whenever someone in your life goes into try to tell you why aren't you doing this or you should, nah, nah, son, we I put an end to it. I put an end to it. I just can't. Like, I can't. You just, like, and the thing is, the instant that happens, you have to stop it. Because the minute anybody's telling you what you should be doing, you don't need them in your life. I don't care who the hell they are. Like, great, you walked into a bank, put money in my account. That's it? Awesome. Great. Thank you. Thank you for the contribution. You can't call me days later, tell me what I'm supposed to do with the money. Because especially that how it work. My mom put money in my account. She finally called me a couple days later. She's like, did you buy a dress? What am I buying a dress for? And that was the end of the conversation. Like, yeah, especially like you have the cash and your family members trying to say you're supposed to use it for this. Unless you actually bought me the dress, I'm going to use the money for whatever I want. And the thing is, for them to buy me a dress, they got to know what size I am, which means they got to spend time with me in a store trying on dresses. Not going to bloody happen. Not going to bloody happen. Yeah. Especially like if they want to see me and they come knock on my door, they can knock on my door like a crazy person all they want. I'm not letting them in. I'm not letting them in. There's no way. No, no. You can stand out there like a crazy person, and I'll let security call the cops on you. Go home and put money in my bank account. I'm at that place. I really am. I'm at that place because 10 years ago I wasn't at that place, and because I wasn't at the place I am now 10 years ago, I have a lot of things I gotta fix. Like a lot of things I have to fix. So if I just turn off my phone for the people in my phone that I do not need to talk to, which is mom and dad, grandma's okay. Grandma's the best. Somehow grandmas are awesome. I don't know, well, like, how. Yeah, like grandmas are somehow awesome, but my mom and dad, they just suck. Yeah, they just do. I don't know what it is. And my sister, we're not talking to each other. I'm great with that. She can work that out on her own issues. That's what therapy is for. Like, yeah. But even if my sister somehow turned around and she wants to start a relationship with me, yeah, she's gonna have to send me some money too. She's old enough. She's working. She can do that. Like, family is not one of my core values, if you haven't noticed. I'm very particular of that. Somehow the boyfriend has passed all of those tests where I've been able to let him push me out of a plane for skydiving. Like, if you've seen the skydive video on my channel, that is the boyfriend. Somehow we develop a trust in our relationship where I let this man push me out of a plane and pull a parachute. I don't trust my family that way. I don't. No. No, I don't. I pretty much treat my family as if I would treat my certain customers on financial dom categories. Pretty much. Like, the mindset I have of looking at my family members is the same way I would treat certain customers in a financial dom situation. Which is awesome. I mean, that skill comes in handy when you need it. The whole femdom thing, awesome. Try it on your parents, especially if they suck. If they're really that toxic, treat them like financial dom people. Like, really. Because there's so many other people out there that are not going to take pieces out of you where you no longer exist. Yeah. This is weird. I don't remember being like this at 24. 24, I had to be everybody's favorite and people pleasing and change my whole entire lifestyle for other people. Have a dream that I really want to do and things I really want to explore and put it in quiet mode to make other people happy. No, no. Like, yeah, just, yeah, this is fascinating. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, once you're awake, like once you fully wake up, oh my God, you're really like, why am I spending time here? I could be somewhere else. And you notice it the minute you're with somebody you feel obligated to be with, like your family, and you're like, I could really be home doing this, this, and this. Leave. I'm dead set. Leave. If you're at a family function and you're thinking about everything you can do at home and how happy you would be being in that situation that has nothing to do with the situation you're presently in, leave. Like if you go to a family barbecue and you're not enjoying the family barbecue, go home. Go to a bar. Go to some other club. Go, like, seriously. Like, find another barbecue to go to. I'm serious. Like, family barbecue season is coming up. If you don't want to be at that barbecue, find another one to go to. Find a patio bar somewhere. Watch soccer or sports on TV in a bar somewhere. The joke is you would have more fun with a bunch of strangers watching soccer on the TV than you would be at the family barbecue. And they will probably buy you drinks. Like I've been in that situation where I'm at the thing watching some stupid sports on the TV and the guy buys me the drinks where I'm not missing my family barbecue at all. Like this is the whole, yeah, it's in my notes. It is in my notes. Hold on, the last part. Yeah. Right, that you're not a tree, like a tree with leaves and things. Move. Like really. You literally control everything. You control your time, you control your money, you control the things you want. Control them. Like, and family that don't need to be there and friends that don't need to be there and friends that are negative. Thing is, the friend that I was negative that I've been friends with for like on and off for 10 years, we stopped talking 3 years now. I don't miss her. I don't. I blocked her number off my phone. I unfollowed her off of social media. Like, she would really have to make an effort to find me if she needed something. But it's been 3 years. So it's not like she really misses me that bad. Because everything out of her mouth was miserable, comparing me that I should go out and go get a job. What for? I make money on the internet. Why am I going out there getting a job? My biggest worry is I didn't make enough money to make sure the check is going to be mailed out on Thursday. I'm not worried about a job giving me shifts or about bus fare to go to a job. Like I'm not. My biggest thing is internet bill, Is it paid for? Computer isn't working? Webcam isn't working? Yeah, you don't need that. If they're taking notes and tracking points, you don't need that. It's not a point system. The only point system you got to worry about is your credit score. Like, yeah, if, if you're in a country that has a credit score, that's the only point system you got to worry about. If you're worried about the credit score. If you're following Dave Ramsey's philosophy of never having a credit score, you don't have to worry about your credit score. You kind of have to worry about retirement savings and investing, things like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, the only score you need, how much money's in my bank account? Like, really, how much is in there? Because you all have to eat food, which means everybody has to buy groceries, or somebody's doing the cooking. And then if you magically make enough money to buy your meals every day, and then a place to live, and clothes, the clothes have to be clean, and then your hair, yeah, that's it. That's the scoreboard right there. Shelter, transportation, clothes, food. That's it. That's like, yeah. Like, I literally broke it down where I only worry about 10 things a day. That's it. Like, yeah. Take my meds, laundry, groceries, dishes, make money, pay some bills, savings. And my hair. I'm always worried about my hair. Because my hair is growing so fast, I'm always worried, when am I getting my hair braided next? Or when am I doing crochet braids? Or when am I doing weave? And then if I was getting my nails done, that's a whole nother worry in itself. Yeah. And I kind of want my driver's license, so that's another worry. And skydiving, yeah. And the boyfriend, next time he comes over, I'm worried about what lingerie to wear. Not like I wear it long, but that's pretty much what I worry about. I'm really trying to plan out the budget of, I need this money set aside so I can buy lingerie because the boyfriend likes me in lingerie. That's my worry. Like, these are the things I worry about. I'm 34 and I'm worried about if I have lingerie that my boyfriend likes. See how awesome things can be? And if you master, like, you, and the thing is, you only have to master today. No, you're not going to do all of those things today, but you'll definitely do all of those things, or most of all of those things, in a month, and definitely in a year. So, like, everybody who's like stressing me out on things that they're worried about because they're insecure, go to therapy. Bloody hell. Like, yeah. Between walking into an emergency room and asking to speak to a psychologist or a therapist, because most places you can do that, or BetterHelp.com, that's an online service, they'll give you a therapist to talk to, or the crisis emergency phone lines. Like, there's suicide prevention phone lines, and then there's like a distress line. Those ones, like, they're right there. Like, why are you putting your pressure onto me because you can't figure out your own stuff? Yeah. I've been through it all. I literally been, like, I've been through my psychosis time of my life. I was in and out of hospitals all the time because of my bipolar, because of my depression, because of all the pressure from other people putting on me because they wanted me to act a certain way because they were insecure about themselves. It made me spontaneously combust, where I ended up in the emergency room to see a psychiatrist. I am done with all of it. I really, like, all I want to do is make my money, have fun with the boyfriend, and plan skydiving and get my driver's license. And cook whenever I want to cook food. Like right now I'm trying to think when I'm going to buy oxtails. Like, am I buying 2 pound of oxtail or 4 pound of oxtail? That's what I'm thinking. 10 years ago, there's no way I could think like this. Because I was so worried about other people's opinions and approvals and are they going to like me, and I'm not doing what they want, so they're going to hate me. Hate me all you want. Bloody frickin', if you do not like the way that I'm living, spend all your energy hating it. Because right now I'm like, okay, I have some food in my fridge. I gotta buy groceries. I get paid next Friday. $50 is groceries, so I have a total of $75 for groceries. I'm trying to figure out if I could afford 2 pounds of oxtail to make oxtail dinner. That's like, yeah. And then pay off my credit card so I can go on Yandy.com and buy lingerie for the boyfriend. Yeah, some people would judge all of that. So, like, really? Like, me spending $300 on lingerie makes you offended? Why? I can never figure out why they would be offended of me spending $300 on lingerie. You're not going to see me in it. It's not for you. It's just like, this is how. Because this was like when I had a job and I was juggling working webcam and I was able to buy certain things because I had the money to buy it and I didn't have a lot of debt. I had like almost no debt at that time. So I had more money than month all the time. And people looked at me as, you know what? Stay over there. Like, stay over, like, no. Stay, stay over there. If you don't want to fix your miserable, stay miserable by yourself. I think I've said this on my channel. I feel like I have. But yeah, I'm at that place now. I really am. Because I have a career that can make me a lot of money. I have a backup career that can make me a lot of money. I have a third source of income that can make me a lot of money. My expenses are less than $3,000 a month. So if I make $10,000 in a month, holy crap. Like, really, the minute I make $10,000 for the month, I am good for 3 months or more. Like, the minute I focus, get gazelle intense, and work like nobody else so I can live like nobody else, oh my God. What are you doing? Because I done it all by myself. Me, right here. This, all of this, by myself. Figured out how to make money in the less stress possible way that I can. Save for retirement, save for purchases, pay down my credit cards, buy groceries every day, make sure I got clean clothes, have no job commute, travel whenever I feel like it, not having children, not having pets. Yeah. $3,000 a month. That's me right there. $30,000 a year. Yeah. When you do the math, you figure out exactly what it costs to be you. Everything else is relevant. Like if you want to work in some job that you hate, taking shifts you don't want because you're worried about taxes, you done wrong planning. You have. Because once I figured out all the mental, psychological stuff that were blocking me, everything else became easier. Like, once I done the psychosis, go to psychotherapy, go on my psychotropic drugs, reduce my stress where it's like zero stress, eliminate the triggers from my family, because my family is huge. They're like a small town. I like just between mom's last out of 15, dad's out of 9. Yeah, they're all getting old and retired. They're all bitter and miserable. I am not. If I stay around them, I'll be bitter and miserable. Screw that. I make money off the internet. It's not exactly that stressful. Making money off the internet is only doing things in a certain way that make you money on a consistent basis. When you put mom do not answer in your contact list on your cell phone, it is very liberating. Extremely liberating. Because you now remember that if you're over 18 and do not live at home, your time is all yours. Like, it's all like, I remember I used to have a ringtone that said an idiot is calling your cellular device. Maybe you need to do that. Because that was the best ringtone in the entire life. Like the ringtone, an idiot is calling your cellular device. Anybody who had that ringtone, I wasn't going to talk to you. You may have to find it. I found it online. I downloaded it into an MP3 and then I added it to my phone. It was easier on the Android to do it. I don't know if I did it on my iPhone. Probably another way of doing it. But yeah, if you can get that ringtone that you don't need to talk to people, use it. Save yourself. There is nobody going to rescue you. Nobody. You have to do it yourself. Like I'm like, if you need to hear that, I'm telling you right now, save yourself. Nobody's going to come get there's no prince. There's no like there's nobody coming. Thank you, Jojo. Thank you. Yeah, I've grown a lot. Like I've lived like the amount of work I've been doing on my mental health to be in this place where I only have to worry about 5 things a day or 3 things a day. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, yes, you do. You do. Like, you can watch the replay. I talked about working multiple websites. I did. I talked about working multiple websites. Yeah, I talked about working multiple websites. I talked about setting up an emergency fund. I talked about how thinking about webcamming will never make you money. Surefire way to not make money doing webcam is to think about doing webcam. Awesome. Yeah, because we're running on 2 hours right now. I should really end it. I really should. Yeah, because I'm in the window where I could get a text message from a boyfriend that'll be coming over. Because he has a window that will text me that he's coming over, and I'm rolling into it. So yeah, like you don't need to see me run off real quick because I get a text message he's coming over. It'd be really, really funny. And I still got a webcam myself. Because, yeah, like I marked on my calendar of the days of the week that StreamMate sends out the checks. And every time I get a check, I write it when I get it, and then I write when they post that they mailed out the check so I can track when the checks come in. This is how I know the checks show up every week in my mailbox. I was literally tracking it on my calendar, like a written calendar, like the one behind me. It's like I would write on the calendar, check mailed out, how much, and then check arrived, what day. This is why the emergency fund is important. Like the whole $1,000 in emergency fund when you're webcamming is important. And then having a 6 months to 1 year emergency fund is important. It's literally there to cover your ass. Like it, yeah, and it's just there when things fall apart. If the whole world is not falling apart, you don't touch the emergency fund. You go to work. It's that simple. Like you have like 20 grand in emergency fund, maybe more. You do the budget. You have to do your budget to figure this out. So when you do your budget to figure it out, you need money in the emergency fund. Then you're working every single week to have money come in. Your debt is paid off. Then money is coming every week to go to your retirement account so that when you wake up one day and realize you're 70, you have money taking care of you. Like 18 to 70 is going to happen. If you don't have money for you at 70, you're going to be really upset at the 18-year-old you. There's no magic. We can't go back in time. We're only going forward. But I can tell you, you're sitting there in your little rocking chair at 70, wishing you did all this stuff now. You're going to be upset. It's just what it is. You're just going to be upset. Like, if you've never been in the grocery store at 9 o'clock in the morning when the store opens and see the elderly people in the store, a good handful of them are miserable. Miserable. If they're not outside the store begging for money to buy food, they're in the grocery store miserable. Just pay attention one day. It's very sad. This is what happens when you work full time at home, working from home, and you think, oh, I'm gonna go to the grocery store early in the morning with and there's elderly people in the grocery store. If they're broke in the grocery store, they do the most ridiculous things in the grocery store. And it's all because they didn't do financial planning when they were younger. If you set your daily target after doing your budget, your only focus is to hit your daily target earning money in webcam. I don't know what you're going to do. You could be lazy and never webcam. I don't know. Email support. Email support at StreamMate. Email them. They'll tell you. I am not StreamMate. I am not support at StreamMate. I am a webcam model. If I have a question about StreamMate, I email StreamMate. Like they have their StreamMate help website, they have their StreamMate support website. Email them. You are working with them. They handle paying you. I have no idea. I think I answered 2 questions back to back. Yeah. You got to set your daily target in your budget of how much you have to make, and you figure out the math of how much you make. If you don't make the money, whatever reason, you have to make up the difference. Either working more or another job. Yeah, they can reply up to a week, maybe 2. So the replies are a week, up to a week or two. It's not long, like really, like I had a webcam site that took almost a month to email me back. Like the whole issue with Paxum freezing their services and stuff. I had to email a couple of campsites to change my payment method. It took almost 2 weeks to email me back. Because I'm not StreamMate. I'm a model. I'm a model just like everybody else, being a model. If I have an issue with my accounts that I work with, I email them and I wait until they reply back. And while I'm waiting for them to reply back to me, I make money on their websites. If you email them a question and you're waiting for the answer, keep working the website. They don't email them and do nothing waiting for their answer. It doesn't solve anything. What I do know, StreamMate pays on time. They answer their emails. They could take up to 2 weeks to probably answer your email. While you're waiting for them to answer your email, work the website. They pay on time. They paid me yesterday. I've been with them since 2004, October. StreamMate is my best friend. I love them a lot. Like, yeah. But I cannot answer questions about StreamMate. I don't work there. I literally wait, just like everybody else, to get paid from that company. Like, yeah. Like, no, what I make, you will not make. It's my paycheck. Like, even though I give you numbers of what I make, you're not going to make that money. It's my money. I log on, I make that money, I do all the work, I put in the hours, I get my paycheck. It's my paycheck. Log on, do your hours, make your paycheck. So do like you have to do the work to build up the hours to see consistent paychecks so you know what your average is. You have to work the company website so you build up statistics so you know what your average is. You build up your scoreboard of if you made $10 yesterday, you have to make $10 today or more. If you made $10 today or more, you got to do it again tomorrow. And then the next day. And then the next day. If you make $10 every day for 30 days, it's 300. It could be 300, it could be more than 300, it could be less than 300. It's how this business works. But if you're never online in enough days to track an average, you'll never see it. Like, I can throw numbers at you, but it doesn't mean anything if you don't do it yourself. And then you can log on and make less or make more. I don't know. Your personality may suck being a webcam model. I don't know. It's just how it is. It's like, great, you want to see an average of income. It's not guaranteed by anybody. The only thing that is guaranteed is the minimum threshold paycheck they will send you if you make that amount of money. If you consistently make the minimum amount the website agrees to pay you when you make those sales, you will see that paycheck. When you log on to payment options on all these websites, it tells you the minimum amount they will pay you at that method. It'll say check, 20 bucks. Okay. It'll say Paxum, $100. Okay. It'll say wire transfer, 300. Okay. That is your target. That is your target. I don't know why it's not like, it's so easy for me. Like, yeah, if I want to get checks, I need to make $20. How fast can you make $20? If I want to get a wire transfer, I gotta make $300. How fast can you make $300? Do we understand that? Because that's how I see it. I choose a payment method. I see the minimum amount they send that payment method. I aim for that. And I do all the math reconstruction to hit that target. I do my budget. I know exactly what I spend in a month. What I spend in a month is my monthly income target for webcam. And I figured it out from doing my budget. I know the cost of rent. I know the cost of my electricity. I know the cost of groceries. I add it all up. That is my monthly target. I break it down to daily targets. I even break it down to hourly targets. Oh, if I'm working 8 hours a day, I need to make this much money every hour. If I'm short, I got to make up for it in the next hour. If I'm short that day, I got to make up for the next day. If I'm short that week, I got to make it up the whole damn month. Whatever comes in because I made the minimum threshold being paid by that payment method, I budget my money accordingly. Yeah, that's the last question. I broke that down. I don't know. Like, yeah, if you still don't know what you're doing from that, maybe the job is not from you. They really. These websites have thousands of models. Damn. The websites have thousands of models on the site. If you're not able to hit your daily target or hit money consistently through a 30-day period, maybe the job is not for you. Maybe it's not. Like I broke it down, aim for minimum wage. Figure out what minimum wage is in your place that you live. That is your daily target. Stick to your hours. You know your schedule. You know what days you can work. You know what days that you're free. Set your schedule. This is a job that you control everything about it. And the more things you control, like being online and then making sure you hit your daily target, you will see that happen consistently. I wish mine was. He hasn't done that yet. That's my alarm to take my medication. So yeah, like I broke it down. I think it was all my videos talk about the same thing over and over again. You break it down literally by the dollar amount of how much you have to make. And you aim for 30-day window of doing it. Like set yourself in a 30-day challenge, a 60-day challenge, and a 90-day challenge of being online as much as possible, which is about 20 to 40 hours a week. 20 to 40 hours a week consistently for 90 days, knowing your schedule and always be showing up to work. If you don't show up, you will make zero. If you think about it, you make zero. If you show up every day, you make something. I don't know how much. But the website set the minimum payment method in a specific dollar amount. The payment method is a specific amount. If you want to get paid by that payment method, you have to make that amount of money. That should be your first target. Why is people making it so difficult? I do not know. I really don't know why you're making it that difficult. Well, I don't know if I'm going to make money. The payment method tells you how much you have to make, not how much you will make or could make or whatever. You have to make that amount to get paid by that method. Yeah, again, I say it. It's so simple. Like, really? If you're going to do this job and you're worried about getting paid, you have to make a certain amount of money to get paid by a specific payment method. They tell you that when you log on. They tell you that when you set up your account. They tell you that when you update your payment method. They tell you that when you update your tax stuff. It's always there. It's literally always there. They tell you exactly the dollar amount they will pay you if you make sales. Figure out how fast you can do it. I don't know. You know your time. You know when you wake up, go to bed, eat, everything. Fit it in so you can make that money. Get paid by that payment method. Like, yeah, I'm gone. See you guys later. Smooches.